I first saw a photograph of a yard sign for the first annual Merom Bluff Park Pawpaw Festival on Facebook a while back, and I decided to give the organizers a hand by making a Facebook event. Here we see George Hale and his wife Kylene selling pawpaws from their orchard in Terre Haute, Indiana. And there's Paul Liu, a person who reached out to me on Facebook about pawpaws. Isaac Busby organized the event and got the Bounce House, food vendors, Indiana Fruit and Nut Growers Association, Pawpaw competition, and Pawpaw kombucha stand here all together. If those names happen to sound familiar, it's because those three folks also swept the awards for Best Tasting Pawpaws at the Ohio Pawpaw Festival. At this point, I attempt to zoom in on this sign. I didn't buy any of this, but I did get a sample, and this was some of the best kombucha I have ever had. And not just because it was pawpaw, it was just really, really good. There was another booth with a lot of pawpaw literature, information on growing them and about them, etc. I unfortunately did not talk to the person who was in charge of this booth, and I didn't get what organization they were with, but it looked like they had a lot of good information here, and that they were answering questions when some folks came around. The sweet street legal ATV in the next shot belongs to George Hale, and he was using it here at this festival as a rolling pawpaw stand, but he also took me on a tour of his orchard using this vehicle back in 2022. We were collecting pollen to pollinate a friend's tree, and he drove me to an alternate location in this vehicle, where we then went off-road down into the understory to a grove of native pawpaw.
You know what? His wife Sue.
Hey, this little blue bucket is.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Did you try the kombucha? No. It's good. Really light pawpaw drink.
It's
for the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I've actually got that hat.
Oh, good. Yeah, I see it now.
I thought that was my hat. What's that called?
I have no idea. I don't even remember picking it up.
I don't know. I mean, it just grew together. I don't know. Very unusual.
Oh, so you see this one?
I was looking at it as you were handling it there.
What is
Conjoined twin pawpaws
I could have
there.
entered that as the most unusual and got the award for that.
Is that could that be biggest? Is it technically one?
Yeah, I'd say it is.
Probably, yeah. Probably doesn't weigh quite enough though.
Yeah.
So you've sold out already? Is that it or no?
Look here. Well, look at the crazy Zippy over there. I can't believe how it's going.
Yeah, we had.
So are these all spoken for, or are these still for sale?
No, these are all for sale.
Okay.
You're first now, buddy.
Mass?
You're first. Yeah.
Yeah, they're big.
But there's people I've invited locally, and you're going to be here, and I'm not going to have any fruit.
Well, I've got some wild ones in the car, but I don't know if they're necessarily the best introduction.
Yeah, I usually just go like.
George and Kylene really had a system figured out for selling the fruit. They had ketchup cups with chilled samples of fresh, delicious pawpaw for people to try, and they had the fresh fruit for sale, and they had personalized bags with instructions on eating, as well as a recipe for a simple and quick smoothie. Look at this pawpaw, folks.
So maybe I'd be there with my GoPro.
Yeah. Do some documenting.
At the Ohio Pawpaw Festival, Integration Acres was capping sales of wild pawpaw fruits at $15 for a half pound and giving away free samples as well. But to put that in perspective, George is selling some of the finest cultivars that have swept the Ohio Pawpaw Festival awards for years for a mere $5 a pound here in Merom Bluff. Well, now the word is out, and perhaps there will be a spike in attendance and prices at the Merom Bluff Festival next year. George is doing it too cheap. Merom Bluff, first annual Pawpaw Festival. We have some winners to announce in the Pawpaw competitions. We have first, second, and third places for both biggest pawpaw and best pawpaw. So I think we should probably start with biggest. All right, folks, if you want to hear the winners of the pawpaw competitions, please gather around. We've got some lovely plaques to hand out. Thanks to Isaac Busby, by the way, for organizing this event.
And if you folks are interested in coming out next year, September 7th and 8th, let's hear it. All right. Okay, so just to repeat that last part, talked to Isaac Busby about coming back for the second annual Merom Bluff Pawpaw Festival, September 7th and 8th, 2024. Think about that for a second. Okay, so I'm going to read now the third biggest pawpaw, and Isaac's got a plaque to present. And that pawpaw belonged to Lincoln Zwerner. Do we have Lincoln Zwerner come on up? Well, we'll get him his plaque one way or the other. Oh, here he comes. All right, he's making haste. So, for the third largest pawpaw, congratulations, Lincoln. All right, on the second biggest pawpaw, we've got George Hale. There's George right there. Congratulations. George is one of the organizers of this year's festival, a big pawpaw grower and enthusiast, and the man to talk to if you want some tasty pawpaws. I believe he'll have him for sale at his farm in Terre Haute as well as today. And he was also a multi-time winner at the Ohio Pawpaw Festival, so they don't get much better, folks. But for the first biggest pawpaw of this festival, we've got William Woodruff. So, yes, congratulations, William Woodruff. All right, now on to the best tasting pawpaw, which there's a fair amount of criteria involved in ranking them, and we had a panel of 3 judges. I'd like to thank the judges. If any of the judges want to wave their hand, there we go. All right, thank you very much. So, and maybe we'll talk to you guys a little bit about the taste considerations. But in third place for best pawpaw, we've got Mike Collier. All right. Mike, which you had? It was a variety, wasn't it? Grafted cultivar. Davis. I thought I'd overheard that. So Davis. Okay. In second place, best pawpaw. Again, Lincoln Zwerner. All right. I have to talk to this guy. And in first place, with best, George Hale. Congratulations, George. Another one to the wall. All right, so those are our winners.
And here are the winners by Cultivar. I really enjoyed the way that they did judging at this festival. They used a consistent panel of 3 judges to evaluate each fruit. The fruits were assigned a code number and judged blind, and they were all assigned an overall score by the same 3 judges, which was cool for me to be able to see that my wild selection would have rated at 4th. I have no idea how my submissions at the Ohio Pawpaw Festival ranked in the overall running. A good time was had by all, and it looks like next year they'll be back for 2 days instead of 1 for twice the fun. Hopefully we'll see you there.